Happy super full moon, my friends. Today we're going to manifest. We're going to release what no longer serves. We're going to manifest and we're going to prepare for the new now and our new future, the new path forward. It's our thinking, and we're building up to the Lion's Gate. And through the Lion's Gate, the energies are inviting us to step into our true authentic self, inviting us to change our thinking to be more aligned with our true authentic self, to manifest from our heart center, and to adopt more belief in all the things that we can do with spirit in the flow, in alignment with the universe. When we celebrate the cycles of the moon, we are celebrating the cycles of life. We're celebrating the cycles of the breath. And our breath out is one of the ways that we send out our vibration to the universe. We send out our intentions when we speak to the universe. We're telling the universe what we wish to create. And we're doing it with our intention, with our fire within. And with our fire within, we are the catalyst for change in the universe, in our universe, in your universe. And fire is the visible effect of matter changing form and changing state. Our intention is the most powerful tool that we have. It's the rest of the stuff that clouds it. For what we give out to the universe is what we get back. We are a part of this universe. We can choose to go with the flow, or we can choose to go against it. Depends what you wish to experience. Do you wish to experience alignment and our original intention that we send out to the universe? Or do you want to experience contrast? Because what we give out to the universe is what we get back. When we mix up the vibrations, we get mixed up from the universe. It's a perfect match. And if we jump up to, our minds and our thoughts, we can believe in our original intention. We can believe in our vibration. We can believe in our creations. We can believe that the universe is providing it and has already provided it. That's in the flow. That's in alignment. Or we can choose to cloud our manifestations and creations with our thoughts, with doubt, with any of the other emotions. We can muddy the waters with our emotions. We can cloud our creations with our thoughts. Or we can let the universe do its job. And when it's time to realize our creations, our manifestations, are you taking action? Are we taking action in divine right timing? We have the ability. We can choose to support our creations and manifestations, or we can choose to let them happen to us. We can meet it halfway when it arrives in divine right timing, And we can allow the universe to deliver it. But it's our job to take action when it's there. It's our job to say yes to it when it shows up. That is how we root it, how we ground it into this reality, how we make it real. Our emotions muddy the waters of what we're trying to create. They add to the vibration. And by divine law, what we add to our original intention with our emotional state. It's also given. And it shows up as contrast. If we wish to continue to experience contrast, keep doing the same thing. And if you're successful in your joy, don't change a thing, because we're in alignment. We're in our joy, and things are flowing to us. Our manifestations are coming, and people are coming out of the woodwork to work with us, to deliver other things from the universe. Sometimes it's just a small synchronization. Oh, your neighbor left a light on in the car. So you go let them know, and then an extended conversation happens, and then one of the things that you manifest gets presented to you. And maybe you were just being nice by letting your neighbor know. But the conversation happens. This is an amazing super full moon. This is the biggest full moon of 2022, and it has immense energy. It's the full moon in Capricorn. It gives us this great opportunity to ground the energies, to ground this higher thought, this aligned thought. And simply by higher thought, it's not a thought that's outside of us. It's just choosing more wisely for our own benefit. It's choosing to be in alignment when we're sick and tired of not being in alignment. There are so many things that are outside of our control, but we can choose to at least have a better attitude about some of those things that we have zero control over. We can engage people politely, and maybe we'll have great conversations over it. Not everything has to be a chore. It could be a joy. For all the different people that we get to talk to, if everything were perfect, it would be boring. But if we're experiencing a lot of contrast, so something in the joy field, in the joy alignment, is a welcome blessing. And we can start by doing it. One of the things in the past that helped me was the Reiki ideals. Just for today, do not anger, do not worry, be filled with gratitude. Dedicate yourself to your work and be kind to all people. When I found myself getting angry or reacting to a situation emotionally, I remembered the Reiki ideals, and I didn't have to be angry right now. I did not have to be worried right now. I could be filled with gratitude. And then whatever you're doing right now, that's your work. Can you focus on it and get it done instead of, oh, work 2 seconds on this, then daydream, and 2 seconds, and daydream, and 2 seconds, and daydream? Your dreams don't get completed, and neither does the work. Which is one of the reasons why we meditate, is so that we can dedicate some time to our visions, our daydreams, our peace, our contentment, by tuning out all those exterior noises, those duties, those responsibilities, and taking time for the self, to know thyself, to listen to the heart, to listen to the breath. And the more that we meditate, the more that reinforces to meditate, because we're starting to get into the zone. We're beginning to believe in what our heart is telling us, because we're not believing all the doubters and the naysayers that are out there. And even though we have friends that are cheering us on, when our heart is cheering us on, we know this is always going to be there. What happens when everybody who's cheering you on stops cheering you on, or they're busy, or they're paying attention to other things? If we get to rely on it, or if we need it to help make a decision or to feel good about our manifestations, that's when it becomes unhealthy. When we can rely on our heart, not saying not to have friends and not to talk to friends, but we need to know what our heart wants, and then believe in what our heart wants, and then have thoughts that are in alignment with what the heart wants. And if we're in alignment with joy, and we get healthy tool sets to help us maintain this vibration. And it's not, oh, I need to maintain this vibration. It's just, we don't need to choose the anger. I mean, who loves to feel the anger? Don't you feel much better when you can see it, that, hey, there was this anger and I didn't choose it? Or the worry or avoidance or anything. And then our true intention of what we sent out to the universe does not get muddied or clouded, and it comes back purely, and we realize it and create it and ground it into this reality purely, because it is what it is, and we're not changing it. We're not changing it with what we wanted it to be. We're not changing it with any other attachment that our crown chakra is. It's the blocker for the crown chakra, attachment. Our mind loves to think things, it loves to judge things, it loves to attach value, more value than what it is. Kishko usa etikere hanate katire yaratatuko. I'm not saying excitement's not a good thing, but when it's not as exciting, it's disappointing, isn't it? It didn't live up to expectations. But those expectations are attachments that our mind, our thoughts, put on what this experience was going to be. Can we allow the experience to be what it is? And then, what is the value we receive from that experience when we see it for what it is? These are some of the things that the universe is offering us. And are we going to accept it? With these thoughts of alignment, more thoughts of unlimiting beliefs, Are we stopping it? Are we limiting ourselves from what is a possibility? Ichikatagira, sakanahasa achiko, shihiri. It's okay if we're choosing not to have a certain experience. But if we're blocking it because of emotions, if we're not ready to deal with it, we're not ready to deal with it, but that's okay. But if we are ready to deal with it, why block it anymore? Or so something happened to me in the third grade, and am I still letting that experience affect my decisions moving forward? It might have been really traumatic, but this is a new now. Can we move forward is the question. And maybe we're ready to move past it. Maybe we're not. But Reiki and the Holy Fire are great ways to help us integrate those things from the past, or to let them not be as important and they just drop right off the radar. Because we're walking towards our future. We're walking towards what we're building, what we're manifesting as the master manifester, as the master builder, as the master cooperator. We're being a cohesive part of the universe as the master of the foundations by bringing this to be a foundational support for ourselves, building a foundation where we feel safe and firm and where we're building our castle. And we're nurturing our dreams, or nurturing our creations, because those dreams are ideas that we have sent out to the universe, and sooner or later it's time. And sooner or later we will decide to take action on those. We have some exciting energies coming up. The new moon at the end of July is top notch, and this Lionsgate coming up is simply amazing. Iko chahata nahara sikatukuru suja isananiarata. The energies, they give me a glimpse of the energies that are coming in, and they're going to enable us to just think differently and move past things much more quickly and manifest more quickly and be more aligned. And it's not because we have to be more aligned. It's just that invitation is so strong to be in alignment that we're going to choose it. We're going to choose it because our hearts are expanding. Our hearts are reaching out and connecting to others. And our hearts are reaching up into our minds, and our minds and our hearts are merging in alignment. And we're thinking more with the heart instead of this idea of self and this fight between us and them, or what's mine and what's theirs. We will start to realize that we can manifest and create, and the abundance of the universe is more than plenty. It is more abundant than we have manifested before. We're going to find out that we have this ability to work with the universe if we simply let the universe do its job and just stay happy over here. It's just then going to show up because we match its vibration. And we're not worried of when it's going to come. We're not worried about how it's going to come up. We're not thinking about it because we're too busy enjoying life, enjoying the experiences of this now. So a little bit of light language to help resonate with that. And if you haven't written down what you wish to manifest, or if you haven't looked at your list in a while, take a look at it. You're allowed to rearrange things and take a moment with each of the items that you're manifesting. Feel each one. Feel how it feels when it's going to show up. Imagine that it just did show up and resonate with that feeling and how good it feels when it shows up. That it just did show up. Usahanakahasi. Katara hatananira. Artakashki horhota. Iniharahataharshkalahai. Katitina the arahashkanahasa ego. Ushahatawar. Kishahanata aratitirasa. Niharahata hashika takwa. Nahata harshkaha. Shishioro harhanahe. Shikitara hartakatawaha. Shishian hanara hartakiro. Hishana nahata arihata. Shihia hatsa atikarsha. Kashihanata karyara tukushkwa. Sihir ora hatakanariyarata. My heart's on fire. I'm excited about what I'm creating. I'm excited about what I have created, what I have manifested. And giving gratitude to the universe because the universe did provide it. Enough of the patting myself on the back for creating this. I did half the work. The universe did the other half. And when we allow the universe to do the work, our minds are just blown, expanded, and it reinforces this aligned thought, this thought based in love, based in alignment, based in joy. And we start to enjoy life more. And on wonderment. So I thank you, my friends, for joining me in my highest bliss. Happy manifesting. Simply enjoy the gentle tuning of your vibration towards alignment with joy. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?